The high-tech nomad here, and today we're going to take a look at the Angroc corncob LED light. Corncob sounds funny, but in any event, because it kind of looks like a corncob. Now, this only uses 50 watts of power, but it has 5,400 lumens. And we'll get into the whole thing about lumens. But basically, here's a situation I found myself in. As you know, I do all of my videos here in my little home studio, and I have two lights, of which only one is on right now, which is this one over here, and it is using the last of my regular bulbs. The other bulb went out, and one of the problems I've been having when I do this, which I allude to every time I do a video, is I sweat like the Raiders of the Lost Ark. And as a result, it's a little uncomfortable. I can't really turn the fans on when I'm doing this because it's going to cause a big issue. So in any event, when one of the lights went out, I decided I was going to get another light. However, I said, okay, well, I really want that brightness, but let's take a look at an LED bulb. Now, to get a regular incandescent bulb, those are fairly cheap. I could have gotten 4 of those, 4 for 10, 5 for 10, something like that. They're not super expensive. The price for this is down at the screen here, so you can see it's a little bit more pricey. However, I cannot touch that bulb right now. That bulb's been on for probably about 5 minutes. I'm sweating, and I can't actually touch it. So actually, I'm going to turn off the light now so it'll cool down enough so that I can put the Angroc in. Actually, let me show you the Angroc while I have it in my hand. So the Angroc does look like, I'll get a little closer here, but the Angroc does look like a corncob. So it has LEDs on the side and on the top. It comes with this little protective cover when you get it, but it's the standard base thread that you would expect to have. And this metal section on the bottom is a heat dissipator, and it also has a fan built into it. Now we'll talk a little bit more about the fan. It's nothing major. You can hear it if you're standing next to it. I can hear it a little bit on some of my recordings. However, the trade-off I get, which is nice, bright, more natural light, as you can see behind me right now, I'm going to switch it up in a second. This has more of a reddish hue to it. Again, I normally white balance, so that's not a real big deal, but just to know that that's got a reddish hue to it. This has got a cooler, bluer tone to it. You're going to see that in a second, but it's going to be a more natural light. So let's stop and we'll switch off and put in the Angroc. Okay, so I have the Angroc in. I literally had to get I improvised an oven mitt there because I could not touch that light. This light I can leave on for an hour, hour and a half, and it's warm, but it's not anywhere near the ridiculousness that was. Now I'm going to get closer to the light because I want you to hear that fan, because I want you to realize. Okay, so I'm sure you can hear that. It probably sounds really loud. I do have my mic on and I am fairly close. But I wanted you to see that it is there. Like I said, it's there, but it's livable. And I liked it enough. I got one, and I liked it enough that I replaced all of my studio lights with these. A little bit pricey, but like I said, these should last a long time. And I don't have that issue of the heat. And like I said, for the reddish hue, that's fine. You can still see I'm still getting some reddish hue because I have the overhead lights on, which I haven't replaced. I probably won't replace for my overhead lighting. Let me go ahead and put in the second one. But I had a cookout, and these are indoor use only. Warning, indoor use only. However, I had a barbecue the other night. It went late at night, and I was trying to clean up, and the floodlights in the yard weren't working. I unscrewed it. I put one of these bad boys in, and it lit up the entire yard, enough for me to finish cleaning up, and then I unscrewed it and went into the house. So this is the Angroc corncob LED light. For those of you, again, who either have studio lights and you have issues with heat, or for those of you who want to put this in your garage and light up the garage. And again, this is going to be 50 watts as opposed to, for this amount of lumens, you would normally, and you use an incandescent, you're looking at like a 500 watt or 1,000 watt or maybe 1,500 watts. These are just 50. And the other thing, like I said, it's not gonna raise the temperature. Those other two, when I leave those on for a few minutes, this place is just an oven. And now with this, a little bit noisy, but it's a lot easier to work with. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Until the next video, this is the High Tech Nomad signing out.